Hey everybody, welcome back to another Blast from the Past G.I.Joe Classified Edition action figure review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Alvin Breaker Kibbey with the Ram cycle. And this was Hasbro's second vehicle pack after Baroness and the Coil. This also was a Target... No, I don't think this was a Target exclusive. I can't remember if this might have been Pulse exclusive. Oh wait, no, it was a Target exclusive. It is a Cobra Island. All I had to do is move that out of the way, yeah. Special Missions Cobra Island. So yeah, this was a Target exclusive, apologies. And like I said, this was the second vehicle release for Hasbro, classified. And it is the first for the G.I. Joe. And most importantly, it includes a classic Joe vehicle, the Ram cycle, which originally came out with the Real American Hero line back in 1982. It was one of the very first vehicles they ever produced. This year, it's going to be 42 years old if you have one still in your collection. So incredible that it's been around that long. And this is the classified version of it. Well, it looks pretty cool, but we'll get to that in a moment. First, we're going to look at the box. And as you can see, there's plastic packaging with the Cobra Island deco there. And of course, you've got the symbol in the back. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It looks like Cobra Island. It's got a snake motif there. Snakes on either side. Alvin Breaker Kibbey with Ram cycle. There's artwork of him driving along with the cycle. And then if you move arm to the side here, you see it kind of wraps around there on the side. And then on the other side, you get his file card. And this is number 29 in the line. And there's all his file card information there. On the top, G.I. Joe Classified Series 29, G.I. Joe Star, and the window for the light to shine through. Legalese on the bottom. And on the back, there's your Cobra Island picture with all the little sites highlighted. There's a bridge here. It looks like a hangar there. This part, yeah, it's just like looks like two giant snakes. Just like a couple statues there. I don't think we saw this one before. This might be new. This might be a new magnified version of the map. But I'm pretty sure we've seen the hangar already. There you see some rattlers on the runway, which is cool. And there's, of course, there's an asp there to guard him, anti-aircraft gun. And then over here, there's just this bridge that they're driving over to get to the next part of the island. But I think this part of the Cobra Island, this is probably the best part of the Cobra Island special missions. The fact that they were Target exclusives meant some people had a hard time getting them, so that kind of sucked. And the packaging otherwise was pretty much the same. The figures are still good, of course, but this part here, as far as the packaging goes, this was really cool. I love how they did this, and I wish they would do it some more, you know, like with the G.I. Joe base. They should do the similar one with the Joe headquarters and do one with the Terradrome, do one with the USS Flag. That would be cool. All the big vehicles, basically. But there's the box. Let's get rid of the box. Now, let's take a look at the motorcycle first, I think, because this is the best part of the 2-pack. It comes in separate pieces, so it's the sidecar is separate. It's got pretty faithful recreation of the original 80s design. It's got that kind of gunmetal black paint or sculpted engine in the middle there with 2 exhaust pipes on either side. It does have working wheels. It's got the American flag on the back there. MG1027 and the Joe Star. It's got 36 and like a blue castle type thing there on the front. A tail light that does not actually work. Instrument cover. And it's got a wrench on the top of here, so this is the toolbox for the bike, I imagine. That's where they keep the tools to repair it if it breaks down in the field. G.I. Joe, a non-working headlight, and of course you got the gauges on the front there, the throttle, the controls, and the handlebars, and they do move. They do control the front wheel. And it's got peg holes, so you can peg your figure's feet onto the footrests there. And it has a kickstand on the bottom, so you can keep it from driving off without you. The sidecar splits open. It's got its own wheel inside there that's connected, so you can't accidentally drop it or lose it or anything like that. And it's got the USA there, 36. Got a little bit of detail. It's just mostly green plastic, molded plastic though, with the only color difference being the gray on the wheel. And of course the tampos, the decals, whatever. And it's got these 2 pegs that allow it to peg into the side of the motorcycle. And he also comes with the same Gatling gun that Heavy Artillery Roadblock came with, except it's all in black instead of gray like Roadblocks was, or green. Roadblocks with green, sorry. And of course, the same as Roadblocks, it has a rotating cylinder for the barrels. And that fits into this container here, this case. And then this plugs into the motorcycle, right on the side there. Just like the actual Ram. And once this is plugged in, you don't need the kickstand anymore, because that gives you more stability. And you can roll it around. Roll it right off the screen. And I'm taking a look at Breaker. Now, I have an issue with this figure, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. That's not related to the actual figure himself. He looks pretty good, you know, he's got a decent head sculpt. Beard, mustache, slicked back hair. Looks pretty much like Breaker, you know. Fairly nondescript uniform, just all greens with some black. Looks very, you know, like regular army. Looks very OG-13, let's put it that way. And he was one of the original 13 Joes that came out in 1982. So it fits. He's got his sleeves rolled up to about his upper forearm, so his skin's bare there. He's got a watch on this hand, nothing on that one. Black gloves, black knee pads, black boots, well sculpted boots, green olive drab type pants, olive drab shirt. And he's got this vest overlay with mostly greens with some blacks. And you can see he's got a peg hole, but he doesn't have anything to peg into it. And he does have one black elbow pad over here, but nothing on this side, so that's funny. Interesting. The issue I have, and some other people have with Breaker, is he doesn't come with anything. He has one accessory. His helmet. And it's a little bit more sophisticated than the one that came with the original character. It's got what looks like a camera on the side here, and of course a microphone over on this side. And It fits really nice on him. Don't get me wrong. I like the way it looks. But that's all he comes with. The original figure came with a radio backpack. And I think that was it. He didn't come with a sidearm or anything. I don't think he came with a gun at all. He just came with a radio backpack. It would have been nice if they had given us the same backpack with this figure, as well as, you know, a thigh holster with a sidearm, and maybe give him a little submachine gun. As it is, he's unarmed. If something happens to his motorcycle, I mean, what's he gonna do? You really expect me to believe that the G.I. Joe's main communications officer is gonna walk around lugging a Gatling gun? He's not Roadblock. He's not gonna be able to carry that thing and fire it. So it's kind of stupid that they didn't give him any other weapons. Fortunately, there are plenty of weapon packs out there. I got this one from a Valaverse pack. Weapons Pack Charlie, I believe, is what I got this one from. And Gridiron Studios, another great, well, I shouldn't say another great, but a great accessories company, created a breaker set that comes with like a radio backpack, similar to the one he had in 1982, to make him look more like Breaker. The Joe team was asked about Breaker's lack of accessories, and their response was, well, it's all in his helmet. You know, he can do it all with his helmet. He doesn't need a backpack anymore. Well, you know, that's not what the fans want to hear sometimes. I'm not one of those fans that thinks that we need 100% faithful reproductions of the figures. But at the same time, it would be nice to get like similar stuff that they originally came with. Like, even if you have to upgrade it, which I know they basically said they did. They put it all in his helmet, but I would rather get like an upgraded radio backpack than just a helmet accessory. But I think the major, even not counting the backpack, the major issue with him is he doesn't come with any weapons. Like I said, he doesn't come with a sidearm. Sidearms are like standard military issue. Everybody has a pistol when they go into battle. I can't imagine why a Special Forces communications officer would not have a sidearm. He doesn't even have a knife. A knife sheath would have been nice as well. So there are other things they could have given him. And just without the backpack, they could have kept the helmet and, well, given him the submachine gun that I gave him. I think he looks good with it. It's not something that would be unusual to see a communications officer using. So it's an expensive set too. It was like, what, $39.99 when it first came out, I think. Let me double check on that. I actually played the waiting game with mine and got mine for $19.99, I believe. No, it was $41.99 when it came out. So I don't know why they thought they could skimp out on the accessories. Maybe they were thinking that the price point was too low. Or, yeah, too low. If they included accessories, it would bring the price point up more. But, I don't know. They were trying to sell more motorcycles, but I think what happened was people just didn't want to buy it as quickly. Like I waited. Like I said, I waited on this one because of how expensive it was. I didn't want to pay $41.99 even for the Ram. It's a nice vehicle, but Breaker, the accessories were so bare, I didn't want to buy it. I decided to wait until they got cheaper, and I did, so I bought it then. But it would have been nice, again, like I said, it would have been nice if they had given Breaker other stuff. Now, if you want to outfit him similarly to 82, you're going to have to go with the Gridiron, and they do good work, but their stuff is expensive, so, you know, it is what it is. Well, that's it for the break. That's it with Breaker and the Ram. Next week, we'll be taking a look at Snake Eyes and Timber Alpha Commandos, and that is a great set. One of my favorite sets in the entire line. So we'll be taking a look at that next week. So like and subscribe, comment down below if you agree with me about what I said about Breaker not coming with any accessories. If not, then sound off. I want to hear your opinion. So comment down below. And next week, Snake Eyes and Alpha Commando. I'll see you then.